Okay,
It's
cool.
recording.
Great. All right. One of us is recording. All right, guys. So welcome to Essential Oils 101, really talking about emotional healing, aromatherapy, and how we're going to make these aromatherapy bracelets so that we can have a tool when we're feeling completely overwhelmed. So here's a picture of all these awesome aromatherapy bracelets. Amanda, you got yours in time, right? Yeah? Okay. I hope so. All right. So here we go. First of all, we're going to talk about our three brains. So we're going to talk about cells and all of these different emotions that's happening in our body and really what's going on. So our emotions are processed throughout our body. So we have our emotions. Emotions are information carrying molecules that bind and react with cell receptors. They actually go into the cell and they impact its function and its behavior. We all know it's really important to have our health healthy, but we're going to talk really quick about our emotional health and how much that can kind of influence our cells and our overall health. So we have three brains. I know this sounds really crazy, right? But we have our brain. But science reveals there are complex neural processing functions in the mind, the heart, and the gut. So our mind is our logic and intellect, and our subconscious mind directs 90% of our behavior. Do you guys want to guess? I'm just going to fix this really quick, but do you guys want to guess? And Stephanie, you can't answer. Do you want to guess when our subconscious mind was pretty much like locked and loaded and formed? Yeah, Stephanie, you can't answer. You guys might need to unmute yourselves because I can't find you. I can't find you guys. Oh, here we go. Do you guys want to anybody want to guess?
Maybe at birth.
Close. So Amanda's like, I think I know. Yes, Amanda.
In the womb.
You know what? You guys, a really great book to read or a good movie to watch on Netflix is called E-Motion. E-Motion. Check it out. It starts to form, in the womb, and then we're born with like this clean slate, and our little brain is just this clean slate. Well, our brain starts hardwiring, and these neural pathways are now formed. It's like a little blueprint of our brain. So by the time we're around 7 years old, it starts really getting locked and loaded, and around 10, it's really locked and loaded. So some of the blocks that we have as adults, it's actually our child running the show. So one of my older kids, Jeffrey, he's super overcautious. Well, that's because he was my first kid, and I was like, don't touch that. Be careful. It's okay. Like he'd be climbing up the thing. I'm like, it's okay. I got you. It's okay. If you fall, I got you. So he's a little more like cautious, right? Great kid, but cautious. By the time the second and the third one come around, I'm like, they'll be fine if they fall. And they're a little more laid back. They're kind of like, I'll be fine. And I'm kind of realizing I kind of put the fear in him because he's the only kid I had, the first kid. And I was a little more kind of overbearing, I guess. I didn't know. But check it out. Check out your subconscious mind, because a lot of the blocks that we have is from when we're a child. And it's the kind of the child in the front seat driving the show. So it's interesting when you learn that, you're like, what's that all about? All right. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep it this way. Can you guys all still see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Because I kind of want to be able to see all of you guys while I'm looking at my screen. All right. So our mind is our logic and intellect. Our heart is our intuition. And there are more neural pathways that run from the heart to the brain than the brain to the heart. Google it. It's pretty cool. Then we have our gut, and our gut is like that gut feeling. And 90% of the body's serotonin involved in mood management is produced in the gut. That's why if we eat a big old piece of chocolate, we feel good. Or wine, we kind of have those like little feel good happiness going on in our gut. Also, our gut is about 80% of our immune system. So and our gut can affect our emotions. So we have these three brains, but when we're connected, it kind of is like this. It's all body, mind, spirit, mind, heart, gut, just connection and wellness. And the three brains communicate with each other. So they feed back to and therefore
Excuse me.
God bless you.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right. So I'm actually going to play because I think I can see you guys now. So let's talk about what's really happening. So here's the life experience. There's all kinds of stuff going on, not just the phone barking and the baby crying and the dog barking, but there is all the things. And we then process it. So our brain is like, I have to figure this out. I'm going to go buy all the toilet paper I can find because that's what everybody's doing, right? And so our brain is just spinning and spinning and spinning. And then our heart feels a little overwhelmed. And in our gut, we can feel stuck. So these feelings, as we're processing life's experiences, they're actually chemicals that can help or hurt. So if you look at the reaction, the physical reaction is head tension in the head. If the head is like overwhelmed, so like start feeling this head tension. In the heart, you can feel conflicted feelings, or even, have you heard of people that have gone to the doctor or emergency room and they think they're having a heart attack? But it's really what? You guys heard of this? It's really a panic attack. It's connected to stress. And then in the gut, we can feel constipated, bloated, just, or you can feel butterflies in your stomach if you feel nervous. That's because these life experiences, we process it and it contributes to this physical feeling in our body. And I like to remind people too, when you have a physical ailment, your body is actually just speaking to you to fix something. And a lot of times it's tied emotionally. And then it equals, oh my gosh, I feel overwhelmed. Like, what do I need to weed out? A lot of it is the thoughts that we're thinking. And that's why emotional healing is so, so, so powerful. I cannot find the book I was going to show you, but probably it's upstairs. There's a really awesome book called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. You Can Heal Your Life. And what I love about this book is there's tons of really great affirmations in it. But what I love is you can look up a physical ailment that you're having. They'll tell you the emotion that you're suppressing. And then she'll give you an affirmation to help heal the emotion, which will help heal the physical body and bring it back into peace. So I have it memorized because one of the things I was looking up in particular was headaches. I was getting a ton of headaches. And I was using my oils and I was drinking a lot of water because I was probably dehydrated. And I was like, and I had it for like 2 or 3 days. I'm like, I know it's tied to an emotion. And guess what? I looked it up in my book. I looked up headache. And it says invalidating the self-criticism and fear. And I was like, I am. How many of us invalidate ourselves? Like, guilty. And so I was like, I am living in fear. I am being really hard on myself. And the affirmation right next to it was, I love and approve of myself. I see what I do through eyes of love. I am safe. And I kept saying it. I love and approve of myself. I see what I do through eyes of love. I am safe. I love and approve of myself. I see what I do through eyes of love. I am safe. I kept saying it, you guys, until I started literally crying. And when we start to cry, it's just energy in motion. So the saying like big girls don't cry or put on your big girl panties. No, it's healthy to cry. It's healthy to feel overwhelmed and let the emotions out. And after I had a really good cry and really worked on loving myself, like really worked on just forgiving myself and loving myself, my freaking headache went away. Of course, I drank water and used my oils, but it went away and it didn't come back. And anytime I feel a headache coming on, I'm like, stop being hard on yourself, Natalie. I'm like, I love and approve of myself. I see what I do through eyes of love. I'm safe. I'm like, in with the light, in with the love, in with the peace, out with the bad. Literally, I kind of just do this little check, little reset on what I'm doing to myself. And does anybody have anything they want to add, or maybe a story you want to share with what I just said? Because this is powerful stuff, guys, because once we know better, Maya Angelou's quote, once we know better, we can do better. And when you have these tools, you're going to start feeling this physical pain or dis-ease being more easy.
I'll add something, Nat.
Yeah.
I will. Also another documentary that we've been watching, it's called Heal. If you've ever seen that, that's absolutely amazing. And it's full of information, but there was a doctor on it and her name was Kelly Turner, I think. And she was talking about radical remissions. And that's when the person is sick and they've got a chronic illness or their terminal illness. And they go to the doctor and it's radically changed. And the doctor's like, I have no idea. This has never happened. So those are called radical remissions. And she had studied all of these people that have gone through these radical remissions and all of a sudden just spontaneously got better. And they had all different things, but there were 9 things that they all had in common. And of those 9 things, only 2 of them were physical. One was radically changing their diet. And what was the other one? I think it was taking herbs and supplements. Food is always first. You got to feed your body. Our bodies are meant to heal themselves. So if we get out of the way, our bodies can heal itself. But the rest of them were all mental and all dealt with their emotions and how they took care of that through meditation, through releasing those suppressed emotions, through embracing emotional support, through deepening spiritual connection and really quieting the mind and getting in touch with your body. And that I found that to be absolutely fascinating, how only 2 of those things that they all had in common were physical.
Yeah, it's just, it really is amazing how powerful our emotions are to our overall health. I want to share with you one more thing before we dive into some essential oils and affirmations and all the bracelets. We have something, and I'm sure you guys already know of this, but it's our flight or fight response. Our flight or fight response is there to keep us alive. So in a very crazy emergency situation, have you ever heard of the mom that just gets all this energy and can like lift the car off of her child and save his life? When there's a tragedy, people, for instance, cavemen, when a saber-toothed tiger jumped out on the trail, the fight or flight goes off, and it's really awesome because all of the energy goes to our brain and our heart. This adrenaline and cortisol shoots through our body, and we have superwoman powers. So we can either fight the tiger, freeze and play dead, or freaking run, right? And it goes on quickly. Well, what's happening is we have a tiger all day, every day happening. So our cortisol and adrenaline is constantly shooting through our body. And what that's actually doing is, first of all, it's creating chronic inflammation. It's also, when all the energy has to go to your brain and your heart, it pulls from non-important things at that time, like your digestive system, your immune system, your hormones. So stress, fight or flight, chronic stress leads to hormone imbalance, a compromised immune system, digestive issues, and chronic pain. And you can even look it up, like what is the leading cause, what is bringing people into the emergency room most often? It's stress related. It is stress related. My dad had a quadruple heart bypass, and my mom passed away of pancreatic cancer. And I looked in all my emotional stuff and went, what emotions were they suppressing or did they not deal with that I am being invited to really look at? So look at your family history and know that, some people say, well, my mom died of pancreatic cancer, so I'm going to die too. I'm going to die of cancer too. Or my dad has heart disease, so I'm going to have heart disease. Actually, no, because your lifestyle choices might your genetics might load the gun, but your lifestyle choices pull the trigger. Don't pull the trigger. And that's what we're learning about here today. How can we lessen our trigger pulling, right? If it's in our genetics, it might be there, but there are things that we can do, and we're not just helpless. We can actually use things to help. Doesn't it make you feel powerful knowing that? You're just not a sitting duck like, well, I'm screwed. You're like, no, I'm going to dig and I'm going to heal. I'm going to do some emotional healing. So yeah, Stephanie said Heal is on Netflix and Emotion is on Netflix as well. And I love You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. But what I'm going to do at the end of this class is I will email you all the things. I'll email you the affirmations and the heal. I'll add heal to that. Heal on Netflix. I'll send you the emotion thing. I'm going to send you guys all kinds of stuff, and even the link to get the book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. So isn't that cool? God, I could talk about this all day. All right, we're going to just do, all of you guys use essential oils already, right? Does Gabriella use essential oils a little bit? Christina? So does everybody use essential oils? Hope, you're still learning. I'm going to do a quick overview on essential oils since the majority of you already use them. But we'll just do a couple really quick reminders. So Steph, maybe you can help me kind of co-teach this part. And it's actually a good little reminder for everyone that already uses them. There's 3 super cool things about essential oils. And I'm just going to run through them really quick and talk about some of the essential oils that you guys have on hand that you can use. Just remember, the number one thing is they're safe. They're natural and safe. There's benefits without side effects or addictions. You guys, there are some crazy side effects out there. They're crazy. And a lot of the things that people get for emotional health, and I'm not going to, I know some people may need things, and I'm not a doctor, but some of the things that people are using for emotional healing or emotional health actually causes irreversible neurological damage. And you can look up benzodiazepines, or benzos for short, and look into them, because they're actually meant to be used short term, but not long term, because if you use them too long, they actually can alter your brain, which is scary. I love that essential oils are extracts from plants with amazing health benefits, and the certified pure therapeutic grade oils that we talk about moving forward, they are from doTERRA, and they are used by doctors in hospitals and tested by medical facilities, and strictly tested. So the ones we're talking about are medicinal. The majority of essential oils on the market, people are like, oh, essential oils, I'm gonna just add them at Bath and Body spritzes. It's fragrance. And so it's just like there's a cherry lollipop or cherry popsicle. It's red like a cherry, smells like a cherry, tastes like a cherry. There's zero cherry in it. It's all synthetic and fake. It's actually not good for you either. And then there's organic cherries. So we're talking right now about like the organic cherry land of essential oils, whereas the majority of them are the equivalent of a cherry lollipop or popsicle or a Glade plug-in. So a lot of people are like, oh, I got these really cheap essential oils and they don't work. And they said, don't taste them, don't touch them, only smell them. I'm like, that's a Glade plug-in. I would not use the Glade plug-in peppermint to get rid of my headache. I would actually throw it away. So anyway, peppermint is energizing, promotes clear breathing, cools the body, relieves tension. That's a super powerful one. And they are 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. So when you guys are using your drops on your hands to breathe in, you're only going to use a drop. And the essential oil aromatherapy bracelet, you're only going to need to use like 1 or 2 drops, and it's going to last probably 24 hours. So these are super potent. They're super effective. So they're an effective way to address the root cause of health problems. Did you guys know that essential oils work on a cellular level? So if you have, our cell has an oily membrane around it to protect the cell. And the 2 things that can harm our cells are viruses and bacteria, and as emotions, but you know, that's the other thing. Viruses and bacteria. So bacteria is in our bloodstream, so that can be cured by a antibiotic. But if you have a viral infection, what does the doctor normally say to you guys? If you have a virus, they're like, sorry,
drink some
good
water.
luck. Yeah. And that's because the antibiotics cannot permeate through the cell membrane to get in and bust out that virus, but essential oils can. So the essential oil to boost your immune system, guys, is On Guard. On Guard is the oil to promote healthy immune function. It's going to soothe an irritated throat, cleanses your home and hands. This whole craziness is going on in the world. Put a drop under your tongue. You know, put it on the bottoms of your feet. Stephanie's going to talk about how to use the oils in just a second. Just On Guard up, guys. I can't talk enough about that. And the third thing is they're affordable. We're spending like $6.5 trillion a year in healthcare. And what I love about essential oils is they're pennies per dose. We usually ask people like, what's your copay? I don't know if you guys want to put it in the chat, but when you go to see a doctor, what's your copay normally? Does anybody want to just unmute yourself, shout it out?
$25 to $30.
25 to 30 copay? Hope's like, I am going to unmute myself if it's the last thing I do. Hope, let me unmute you. I don't know if I can do it on my end.
I'll put it in the chat. 10.
Angela said 20. Hope said 10.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's about 10, 15, depending.
All right, so we have anywhere from 10 to 30. So let's just say 10. And then normally prescriptions are anywhere from 5 to, I don't know, 20. So let's just say 5. So let's say for $10 plus 5, so $15.
And this
you
is
pay
if
to
you
go
have
on the
insurance, by the way.
What'd you say?
I said, this is if you have insurance, by the way.
Right.
We're taking the best case scenario here.
Right. Some people don't have insurance, but you know, you go in and say if it's only $15, but let's think about the gas in your car to get there and back, plus your time, because your time is worth money, right? Some people have to take time off of work. Plus now you're going to be around possibly other sick people, and they're contagious. So what I love about essential oils is they're pennies per dose. you can get rid of something as simple as like an ear infection for 70 cents. I used to pay $35 by the time I schlepped my kids in a car seat down to pay the copay to wait for an hour or whatever, to see the doctor to wait, you know, and then drive to Walgreens and the whole mess, $35 for ear infection. Plus they had side effects. So now my little kid has now side effects going on their little gut for $35, and 3 days later, 3 to 5 days later, the ear infection's gone. I can use essential oils for 70 cents and it's gone in overnight. So it's like, I tell people you can't afford not to get these, because not only are they great for your health, but they're amazing for your emotional health as well. Lavender is a really calming oil, and it's really, really great for ear infections. It's also great just for sleep. It's an antihistamine for allergies. I mean, you guys probably have all the books and all the things. And if you don't, we can get them for you. Oh, I have a little gift after this that's going to, let you know about it. Stephanie's going to really quick talk about the 3 ways to use the oils. And then we're going to start talking about affirmations, and then we're going to start making our bracelets. Okay, Steph, take it away.
All right. I'm going to sing a song. The first way you're going to use them is aromatic, and we're going to do that today with the bracelets. That's when you diffuse it or you inhale it, how we did with our hands when you inhaled it with the 4-square breathing. That's great with positively affecting your mood. It's going to clean those airways. If you've ever had breathe or peppermint, it just opens you right up. Just like when you go to a dentist and you're like, and what does he do? He puts a gas mask on you because it gets right down in there and it knocks you out. Well, this is the same thing, and it works in the same way. It's not going to knock you out unless you have like peppermint or serenity, and then you're playing out. But you diffuse it in a diffuser. You breathe it through your hands. I put peppermint in my hair, in your bracelet. There's like necklaces that you can use. The second way to use it is topically. That's direct skin contact. You want to be careful with pets, with elderly, with babies, and make sure you dilute. You apply it right to the affected area. It's great for localized benefits because I use deep blue on my back and my rear end for sciatica every single day. It gets right to it. But it's important to dilute it with, doTERRA has a diluted, a fractionated coconut oil. And that's just fancy for, they took the fat solids out so it stays a liquid. But you want to make sure that you use a good organic oil. If it's coconut oil, if it's olive oil, if it's avocado oil, whatever you do, because remember, your skin is your biggest organ. So you want to make sure that whichever you're putting on your skin and you're taking in, that's really super organic, which is another thing with doTERRA oils. They are beyond organic, and that's third-party tested beyond distillation. So even after it's done, even after it's in a bottle, then they take it even to a third-party testing to make sure that it's okay. And on occasion, we're going to run out of an oil that everybody loves, but we're like, it just did not meet our standards, so we're going to have to wait. That's going off a little bit, but that's topical. It's right on the skin. Make sure you dilute it. Any skin sensitivity, make sure hot oils are like cassia, cinnamon, clove, peppermint, oregano, and thyme. Did I get them all?
Pretty good.
You don't have to remember that. But if you have any kind of skin sensitivity, and like babies, you don't want to put it on their feet if they can reach their feet in their mouth. You want to put it like on the back of their spine, or if you put it on their feet, put socks on it. And internally, once again, when you get back this and you say, oh my gosh, I love this bracelet. Oh my gosh, I love these oils. I'm going to go to CVS. Don't do that. We are not talking about any other oil other than doTERRA. We're not doctors. We don't heal people. We love doctors. But when you don't need them, you want to make sure that you have the most potent and pure oils that you're using for your natural medicine, and that is doTERRA. And internally, you can put them in some water. If you have allergies, a little lemon, lavender, peppermint in the morning in a tiny little shot glass of water, swirl that around your gums, and you swallow it. Don't spit it out. You can put it in veggie caps every morning. I'm like a little apothecary, and I can pull my veggie caps. I think they're like $4-6. You get a big bottle of them from doTERRA, and you can make your own concoction for whatever you're doing. Or I drop frankincense because I too lost my mother to cancer, and I too was high risk. So I'm very much, my diagnosis, no prognosis, is not your prognosis. I'm supposed to be a high risk, but I'm just not even accepting it, because I take my frankincense under my tongue every single day. What else do I do under my tongue? I do On Guard, especially these days. But there's a few oils that don't have, if you look on the back of the bottle, you guys may just have the testers. I'm not sure if you guys have some or not. But this one, what is it? Oh, it's balanced. So see, this one doesn't have supplement backs, but somewhere on the bottle, if it were, oh, here it is. If it were peppermint, you can see, maybe you can't, it says supplement backs, just like when we're getting food and we have to look how much fat or something's in it. If it's got supplement backs, you can ingest it. Otherwise, don't ingest it.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Steph.
It was quick.
And really quick, Stephanie said something like, we don't heal, we're not doctors, we don't heal you. You heal you. When you give your body the tools it needs, it can heal itself. It is so, so, so awesome. All right. So, yeah. Who has questions? Tracy.
Sorry, I just want to make a point because I just saw Hope drink out of her water bottle, which I used to take my water bottle to work every single day. And just to kind of go back, because I learned through you guys, you can't put the essential oils in a plastic water bottle. It's got to be glass or metal. So I did learn that a while ago. And so I've switched to those hydro flasks in the morning, or I'll bring a water glass to work and I'll just take and fill from the hydro flask. But I was a water bottle drinker. I saw your bottle. I'm like, that was the water bottle I used to take to work every single day. And I just remember you saying that we can't put it in plastic. I don't remember why, though. You'll have to tell me why again.
The
Does
reason,
it break down?
yeah. So citrus oils break down toxins. They break down petrochemicals. So they're going to break down the plastic. So you don't want to be drinking liquid plastic. I mean,
Right.
Unless you're into that, but I wouldn't suggest it. So that's why you want to do glass or stainless steel. And actually, if you put it in a cheap plastic water bottle and it goes in there, your water will turn cloudy. It's not good. So definitely use glass or stainless steel with citrus oils in particular. Speaking of citrus oils, there's so many oils that we can talk about, but I know that we're going to get to making our bracelets. I just want to share with you guys. There's all the kinds of oils, and I know the majority of you already have them, but we're already that. There's citrus oils that are on sale today. By the way, they're 10 to 30% off, and I have a slide coming up. But we use different essential oils for our physical health. So there's wild orange and lemon. There's the citrus oils over here. We use the lavender. Stephanie talked about frankincense for cellular health. Peppermint is energizing and uplifting. So these are all single oils, and there's literally an essential oil for everything as far as health goes, but we're going to talk about the emotions in just a second. Then there's blends. doTERRA has amazing blends. Breathe for allergies, helping with lung and sinuses. Digescent for digestive issues. Deep Blue for aches and pains. So there's literally an essential oil for all the health things. But now we're going to dive back into the emotional side. Before we do, when Stephanie was earlier talking about topical use, you can put it on location. A lot of these right here would go on location. But with the aromatherapy or with emotional health, you guys are going to put it on pulse points. So think about where you take your pulse, right? Pulse, 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 pulse. You're going to put it on pulse points. Back of the neck is really good too for emotional, because it's going to get in the bloodstream. And once they're in your bloodstream, you guys, they just go through all the cells of your body. So pulse points is a really good place to put them. And when you put them on your wrist in particular, guess what, guys? Your aromatherapy bracelets are on your wrist. So now you have the aroma that you can breathe in, but also that aromatherapy is going to get in, or the oils are going to get in on your wrist and get into your bloodstream. So it's actually kind of a twofer with the bracelet, because you could use it aromatically and topically as well. And we're going to talk about how to put that on. Real quick, the essential oils all have an emotional side to them. So depending on what oils you love, there's an energy behind it. And I usually teach at the Reiki Center emotional healing classes, and we do crystals and affirmations. So we actually make these little roller bottles and we put the crystal in. We smell all the different oils. People get to pick which oils they want. We do about 20 drops of essential oil. We fill it up with a fractionated coconut oil. We infuse our little crystals in there. And then I have affirmations. Do you guys see my little affirmations here? So this one is wild orange. Wild orange is the oil of abundance. Here it is right here. Can you see wild orange? So I can use wild orange and say, I have all that I need. Abundance and wealth flow easily and effortlessly to me. So I'm going to rub it on my wrist, right? Rub it on my third eye or my temples or right here. And I'm like, I have all that I I need. Abundance and wealth flow easily and effortlessly to me. And I breathe it in. And I imagine the abundance coming. And abundance isn't just in money. Abundance is in health, and abundance in peace, and abundance in gratitude, and abundance in all the things, right? Also in here is patchouli. Patchouli is the oil of physicality. I am completely connected and in tune with my body, and I appreciate its magnificence and grace, because we're all a little hard on our physical body. I don't know about you, but I am. So are there any essential oils here you guys want to like shout out about or learn a little bit more about? This is awesome. And when you're using the essential oils, and by the way, I'll email these to you guys, say them in a positive tone. The affirmations help to eliminate something negative in your life, and they help you create something new in your life. So obviously you're going to speak the affirmations in the positive tone, and using affirmations tells your brain to activate your subconscious and use your words to create change in your mind and in your body. And anything you say after I am becomes your reality. So if you say, I am stupid, I would always be like, I am always late. I am always late. I was affirming that to be true. And now I say, I am getting better and better every day at being on time. Isn't that better? I am getting better and better every day. Oh my gosh, I have the worst.
She is.
Yeah, I am.
And she is.
I suck at remembering things. I am the worst at directions. No, I'm getting better and better every day at directions. Doesn't that sound better? So the next time you hear yourself saying, oh my God, I am so negative, flip it. And if you don't feel smart, you're like, I'm so stupid. Don't be like, I'm smart, because then you might not believe it. You're like, I am getting smarter and smarter every day. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So affirmations are super, super powerful. So I will email this to you. And when you're using your bracelets, you can set that affirmation, you can set that tone with that oil, rub it in, breathe in all the good, hold it in, and be nice to yourself, guys. All right, just a couple other things. I'll email you guys these affirmations. Oh wait, stop share. Does anybody else have questions before we move on? Because I am fire hosing you right now. Why isn't this working?
Amanda had a question. She was
Yes.
talking about the plastic, and even if it's BPA free. I said I always err. I try not to use a lot of plastic anyway, but I always err on the side of safety. Do you know anything different?
Yeah, BPA, even though it's BPA free, there's other toxins in plastic that will be leached out as well. And the BPA is great, but if they've taken BPA out, which is sort of like a known bad boy, they're probably putting another bad boy in that's not as known. So I just try to not use plastic ever, unless I have to. Obviously, I'll drink out of a plastic bottle if I have to. But you guys, if you want citrus oils right now, really quick, these citrus oils are 10 to 30% off for tonight. So connect with the person who invited you here to get, if you want citrus oils, or get them on your own wholesale account, because they do expire. And citrus oils are very, very happy and very, very uplifting. Bergamot in particular is the oil of self-acceptance and self-love. Wild orange is that oil of abundance. So citrus oils are just really, really uplifting. Just know that citrus oils are photosensitive, which means if you put them on your bracelet, and you put your bracelet on, and that photosensitive oil is on your wrist. Well, do you guys remember when we were younger? Well, I don't know about you, but I'll speak for myself. And you used to put lemon in your hair, like lemon juice in your hair, and then you like laid out, and then it got kind of highlighted. Anybody? It's the same thing that's going to happen if you put it on your skin. It actually attracts the sun, so you're going to be susceptible to a sunburn. And Tracy Brunel used Adaptive. And Tracy, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? She put Adaptive on, and then she's like, I went outside and I think I got a sunburn, and her skin got itchy, right, Tracy?
Yes. Yeah. In fact, my forehead, you told me to put it on my forehead and then behind my ears, right?
Yeah.
And so needless to say, it broke out behind my ears, my forehead broke out. I'm like scratching my head off. But
it's got wild orange in it.
I actually, you was very clear. I knew better, but I thought maybe my bangs would protect it or my hair would protect it, but no, it itches.
I'm so sorry. Well, I apologize for that. And now we know, and always use caution. You might have some skin sensitivity. The essential oils are super safe, but everybody's different. So if you just don't put a whole lot of citrus oils on your bracelet and then go outside and lay out, okay? Just don't do that. But you can do it during the day if you're going to be inside. You can be outside for a couple minutes, just don't be out there for a prolonged time.
Yeah, I was out for like an hour and a half for sure.
Boy. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. You guys, because everybody came tonight, you all get the free app called Droply. Droply is amazing because it even has emotional tips in there. You can type in lavender and it will show you all the things lavender does. You can type in headache and it will tell you what essential oils to use for a headache. They're so amazing. So we'll make sure to text all of you or email you this Droply app if you don't already have it. I have pre-purchased it for you, so it's free. Normally it costs $8, but you guys all get it for free. And that's just our gift to you so that you can start feeling super empowered in your own home using the essential oils for your emotional health and your physical health as well. All right, so we're gonna start making our bracelets. I know it's a lot. If you're interested in getting essential oils, connect with the person who invited you here. There's amazing kits. You can get couple oils. If you want a couple citrus oils, let us know. But there's amazing kits to get started with. And when you decide to get started, you get all kinds of free stuff. Like you get a free citrus bliss happy oil. You get amazing content and education from our group. And you even get a free ebook on how to amp up your immune system during this time. So I'm super excited. Let's get out our bracelets. I know that I just fire hosed you all with information, but you guys are gonna get out your string, right? Now I put a safety clip in there, I put a paper clip in there. Let me see. So you guys can just put the paper clip on the bottom of your string and yeah. But, or if you have one of these, sorry guys, I usually send these, but I ran out. So y'all got paper clips and I apologize. This is really handy, or you can use the paper clip, which I used today when I taught the kids class and it worked out pretty good actually. I just don't know what the heck I did with it. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'll old school it with you guys because I don't want y'all to feel alone. Like, why do they have a clippy and I don't? Okay, so you're gonna put your, did everybody get your package delivered? Amanda, did you get yours? You were like one of the last ones because I saw it was gonna get delivered today. It did, right? Cool, okay. So go ahead and put your paper clip on your little string. You guys are literally just gonna put it on like that. And it's literally just so that your beads don't fall off.
Natalie?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a second and say hi to Avery because she was going to go to the class today for kids, but she was not able to make it. So she's joining in right now.
Oh, there she is.
So that's
Hi,
Avery.
Avery. Hi. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. We recorded that class today. I'm going to put it on YouTube so you can watch it with your mommy, okay?
Ah, awesome. Sorry we missed you guys earlier.
Aw, she's so cute. I'm sorry I missed you too. All right, did everybody get their paper clip on there? Because it worked out for me earlier and it's not working now. So, all right, so what you're gonna do, sorry. So what you guys are gonna do, you're on your own. Well, what you could do is you could actually tie a knot. Like you can just kind of go like this and tie a knot in the bottom, just like you would if you were sewing. You know what I mean? You can just tie a little knot there and just kind of pull it tight because it'll come undone. And then you can start adding your beads that way. Just so you know, there's going to be about 20 to 24 beads that you guys are going to put on here. So you can just do it like that if you want.
Make sure you leave room.
So just so you know that this is going to be the back of the bracelet, and then the middle part's going to be kind of the middle of the bracelet, and that's going to be the back of the bracelet. So you're going to want to integrate the lava beads, which are here, because these are super porous. So they're actually going to absorb the essential oil and kind of hold on to the aroma part of it. And then some of you guys got the wooden as well. And they're both really porous and great. Stephanie looked up today the energy behind the wooden and the lava beads. So we're going to start with those, but you guys just start making your bracelet. Just start having fun. And Stephanie is going to totally knock our socks off with amazing information. Go, Steph. Right? Wait, you're muted, silly goose.
Silly goose. It happens. I'm going to look it up again because I want to make sure. We just found it today because one of the kids had asked, well, because Natalie was talking about the different meanings for the different, the stones and the crystals. And the kid said, well, what's the wood or what's the lava? And we're like, well, they absorb. And I was like, well, let's look it up. But actually, the wood is a material that allows a spiritual connection between people and the divine. It's a symbol and is considered to be the most valuable material all around the world when it comes in trees, and it has that energy, and it symbolizes longevity, wisdom, knowledge. There's also some grounding and power. So that was, we're like, well, that's pretty exciting. Let's look up the lava. And hold on, don't move. Just keeps beating. Okay. And so lava, as well as the wood, they're both grounding stones, and it strengthens a connection to Mother Earth. It gives us strength and courage, allowing us stability through times of change, which we are all in right now. It provides guidance and understanding in situations where we may need to bounce back, and it's a very calming stone, and it's very helpful in dissipating anger.
Ooh.
So those were, we just thought they were porous.
And you know, as you guys are like learning the energy behind the stones, and you've got the energy of the earth, so like earth is super powerful, then you have the energy of these crystals and stones, plus the energy of the essential oils from our plants, plus the energy of your thoughts. This is like a freaking trifecta magical tool that you now are going to have, and it's pretty neat, if I do say so myself.
My favorite is turquoise.
Turquoise is super healing. So I'm going to start talking through what oils, oh my gosh, what beads are what. I'm making, oh, I got like a really mute theme going here. I'm loving it.
You just impressed yourself.
I just impressed myself. Yeah. My husband has a bead bracelet. My husband has one of these bracelets. I have one of these bracelets. I use them all the time. They're really great to use to smell good. And people are like, oh my gosh, you always smell so good. Did you guys know that the majority, I guess all perfumes are toxic? All perfumes are synthetic. Another Netflix find is called Stink. And there's an app called Think Dirty. Stink and Think Dirty. Start noticing the toxic synthetic fragrances that are everywhere. When you smell them, they're actually toxic to your body, so they're disruptive to your hormones, and they're linked to causing cancer. You guys have got to get synthetic fragrances out of your life. Everywhere I go, people are like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. I'm like, I'm high on oils. A, that's why I'm so happy. But B, it's essential oil. So now it's aromatherapy. So my energy and my mood is being lifted. Plus, it's healthy for me, plus it smells really good. So instead of now spraying, Stephanie said she used what? Chanel? What did you use, Stephanie, before you knew about
Chanel
oils?
Mademoiselle was my favorite.
Chanel
I
what?
loved it. Mademoiselle.
How much was that, Steph?
Like $80.
80?
80.
Okay, guys. First of all, it's a waste of money, way expensive, and it's toxic. Have you guys ever walked into a perfume department and you get a headache? That's because it's toxic. That's because your body's like, hey, stop it.
Yeah, but once you get it through, I can't even smell the Chanel anymore.
Yeah.
It gives me immediate, and I used to love it, and it immediately gives me a headache. And Joaquin, he has my guy, he's got a cologne, and again, it's cultural. He's Mexican. He will like that bad boy on. And before, it didn't bother me at all. And now the second he sprays something, it just throws me off completely. And I have never been that way. But once you start cleaning out your body, once those toxins try to get back in again, it makes your body react all over again.
All right. So real quick, as you're making your bracelets, I'm going to talk really quick about the energy behind a lot of these. And then I'm going to teach you guys how to tie them off. By the way, what you're going to do is you're going to actually put together your bracelet and hold on to the top of it like this, kind of pinch it. Then you're going to put it on and see once you tie it how it feels. If you need to add some, if you need to take them away. You want it to be kind of tight, like not too loose but not too tight. So you want to have a little extra room in there, but you want it to kind of fit snug because you want that essential oil to go into the wrist. So as I'm talking about these, you guys can kind of, start adjusting your size as needed. And if you guys got rose quartz is this really pretty pink one right here. Rose quartz is amazing for unconditional love, happiness, and passion. See the world through rose-tinted glasses by tapping into the unconditional love of rose quartz tumble stone. The stone serves as a gentle reminder that the most important person to love and nurture is yourself. So rose quartz is really, really great for that. Don't tie them yet, guys, because I'm going to teach you all how to tie them. Green aventurine is the stone of luck, abundance, and confidence. I'm out of green aventurine. Some of you probably got one. It's a really light green color. If you're looking for good luck, adventure tumblestone is what you want. Working with it graces the spirit with a sense of excitement and optimism that makes jumping out of your comfort zone less scary. Tiger's eye. It looks like a tiger's eye. This is power, courage, and understanding. It shifts your outlook so that you can gain a deeper understanding of yourself. Working with it grounds you in the power you need to inspire courage and pursue new adventures. So that is the tiger's eye. I'm just going to keep talking so y'all can learn. By the way, I will send all of these notes to you. Turquoise. This is one of Stephanie's favorite. This is health, healing, and renewal. A turquoise stone is a master healer that brings powerful healing energies to your mind, body, and spirit. It promotes energy flow throughout your body while aiding in the body's natural cycle or renewal and regeneration. So that is turquoise. Hematite. This kind of looks like silver color. This is grounding, balancing, and centering. If you feel as if you're spinning out of control, hello, and your mind is on constant replay, hello, it's like freaking Groundhog Day over and over again. Hematite tumblestone will help you bring you back to center. It reconnects you with the energy of the earth to ground your mind, body, and spirit. So it actually helps you shift from a state of overwhelm and anxiety to one of calm and balance. So as you're using these amazing energies from the earth and the amazing essential oils from the earth, boom, good things are happening, my friends. All right. I have another one. I have another one to share with you. Amazonite. Those are kind of like greenish color. They're actually, they come in like a bunch of different colors. Amazonite is optimism, hopefulness, and playfulness. It encourages you to loosen your grip on life and allow it to flow. That's a good one. It awakens your inner child, reminding you to take time and space for fun, joy, and play in your everyday life. So that's super cool. And then there's a Howlite crystal. I got two more, guys. This is the white ones. This is communication, awareness, and expression. It's used for creativity, communication, to facilitate awareness and encourage emotional expression. It calms and soothes the emotions, reduces anxiety and tension. And I have one more, which is the red one. Red agate. This is strength, confidence, and concentration. It's a protection stone. So it shields the wearer from negative energies and helps get rid of fear and anxiety. It also attracts health and prosperity. It encourages selflessness or acts of kindness that comes from the heart. And that's just to name a few.
Did you do
the blue.
Did I miss it?
Yes, you didn't miss it. I did. The blue lapis lazuli. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you. This is awareness, inner wisdom, and trust. Realize your spiritual potential with a high vibrational energy of lapis lazuli tumbled stone. Filled with the awareness and wisdom, this stone brings you begin to realize that you already have all the answers that you seek within. Working with this encourages you to tap into your inner wisdom and trust yourself. Guys, it's kind of like what I talked about earlier. All hell could be breaking loose around us. And it is in some cases. But when we come back to the state of peace and stillness and balance and ease and flow and just let go and let God. I believe in God. You can call it universe or whatever you want to call it. I believe in God. And there is a saying that is called let go and let God. It's not let go and let Natalie. When I first heard that, I was like, what? Because my whole life I thought I had to control it and like, And Brene Brown is one of my favorite authors. She talks about shame, self-shame. And she says, and I'll never forget, she's like, it's let go and let God, not let go and let Brene. I was like, mind blown. I was like, what? I thought I had to control it. And the more I let go, there is a plan here. God has a plan for each and every one of us, and it's going to be okay. And I am freaking a positive person. I'm a positive person. If I were to die tomorrow and got hit by a bus, I would be so happy that I lived every single day in as much peace and ease as I can muster, and that I lived every single day with such gratitude and joy. Every single day. Life is too short. So hopefully these tools have helped you. If you can tell I'm passionate, understatement.
I love it about you, Natalie.
What'd you say?
So that's what I love about you, Natalie.
Thank you. Tiger's Eye, Angela's asking, where did we find the beads and lava beads? I recommend Beadova, B-E-A-D-O-V-A, Beadova, on Amazon. There's a lot of cheap lava beads. I actually accidentally bought cheap lava beads, and I started putting the essential oil on it. All this black residue came off of it. So Beadova, yep, Steph just put it in the chat. That's the brand I love and recommend. And if you want to remake these, you guys, this is 100 100 meters, but it's 1 millimeter, and it's called Stretch Magic. So it's this, and I got a big old spool of it, like I'm going fishing. So it's this big Stretch Magic. So as long as you have your Stretch Magic and you get your beads from Beadova and you have your essential oils, that's all you need. I forgot, but I have these little pom-poms too, and I meant to add them, but you can buy these. And by the way, I bought the wrong size, so make sure they're little. Oh, you got one. Woohoo! These little teeny, these guys are porous, so they're really great to put the essential oil on. So you can buy those as well, and you can literally just put them straight on your little bracelet here. It's kind of cute, little pom-pom. All right, so are you guys ready to tie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, this is the tricky part, and I believe in you. You've got this. Has everybody tied a balloon? Balloon? Yeah, balloon. Great. So you're going to, and I know some of you may have tied a little knot here, and if you tied a little knot, that's okay, but kind of pull it out so the knots, I don't know if you guys can see, but I kind of put the knot up high so it doesn't mess up my next knot. So see my knot right here? Mm-hmm. So what you're going to want to do, did you guys all measure too? You're going to want to make sure that you hold it together and put it on your wrist like that and make sure it's the right size. Did you guys all do that? Yeah? Okay. So you're not going to tie it like a shoe. You're going to tie it like a balloon. So I have not tied it yet. You're going to take your hand and you are going to pull. Like I just literally pull as tight as I can. I wrapped my finger around to get a good grip like that. And I pulled it really tight. And you're going to pinch it. So once you pull it tight, you're going to pinch. Okay? You guys all got that? So now it's pinched and it's pulled tight. Then you're going to tie a knot. So you literally do like a little loop-de-loo. And you do a little, feed it through, a little knot. Then and by the way, the reason I gave you all 2 strings is in case you screw this up the first time, because I did. The first couple times I did it. But you're actually going to have a knot, and you're going to just kind of pull that knot back into your bracelet. And you're going to just pull it really tight and try to get your knot as close to your bracelet as you can. And then when you get it, you're going to just pull it so tight. It's almost like you're trying to rip it apart, and it will not break. I mean, it hasn't broken for me. Maybe you're stronger than I am, which is very possible. Okay. So you're going to just pull it super, super tight. This is when the glue almost comes in. So you're going to just pull it as tight as you can. I know that it seems you're going to want to double knot it. You do not have to double knot it. This is where the glue comes in, guys. Pull it nice and tight. So it should look like this. Okay. Does anybody have questions on this? Mm-mm. Sometimes I even like Don't do that. Kids, don't do that. Your little one is making a bracelet. She's so cute.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys all done with your knot?
Mm-hmm.
How'd it go? No. Hope's like, Hope, if I could come to California, I would. All right.
Amanda, you look intense.
So once you have it nice and tight, Hope, do you need help?
This is kind of intense. I'm almost there.
So pull it like this, and you're just gonna pull it really tight. And then when you go to make sure this is pulled tight on this end. So I kind of pinch it. You're actually just gonna kind of make a loop, like a little loop-de-loop, boop, like that.
So that's what I have. I don't
And
know.
then feed it through. Then pop it through the loop like you would like if you're tying a balloon.
Okay.
This is the frustrating part. I did these. You tie it like a balloon, just boop. And remember, if you mess up, that's why you have another string. Oh, you did it. And then when you get it,
really pretty.
you did it. Yeah, so now that you have your knot, you guys pinch your knot and wrap your finger around and just pull it super tight. So it's like really tight, and then you have your little knot here. You're gonna pull it so tight, you're gonna feel like it's breaking, but you want that knot to be really little. Okay, so now this is when the scissors come in. You're gonna cut your string as close to the knot as you can get it. And I know it's gonna seem like it's all gonna fall apart, but it won't, as long as you pull it nice and tight. So now you're gonna have just a little, almost like a
nubbin.
little.
It's a nubbin.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna have almost like a little nub there. And you want it to be kind of little. Don't start pulling it now, just leave it like that. This is when the super glue comes in. What kind of super glue did you guys all get? Let me see. Okay, take the little red, okay, Tracy, that little red thing, take that little red thing off.
Okay.
If those of you that got the other super glue, you're gonna just screw it on really tight and that's gonna pop it. So these guys, take the red thing off and then put the lid back on and tighten the lid as tight as you can. Amanda, you're just gonna tighten your lid really tight. So are you, Angela, and that's gonna pop it. That's gonna pierce the little metal block that's in there. And then take your lid off and do not glue your fingers together.
Did you get it, Christina?
If you glue your fingers together, guys, lemon essential oil works like a charm. Okay, so now that you have your little nub, if you will, you're now going to put a drop of essential oil on the top of that little nub. It's almost like literally just a drop of, I said a drop of essential oil, just joking, a drop of glue. Put the lid back on. Then you're going to blow it dry. Don't suck in the glue, just, and then take a deep breath.
Glue, people. Avery, no sniffing glue.
You're like, what did I learn tonight? To sniff glue. Thanks, Natalie. I'm like, no, guys, no. It takes about a minute to have it dry. So just kind of blow on it. You can tap, tap, tap. Oh, mine's not dry yet. Just keep going. I gotta turn on my air conditioner. I'll be right back.
How's it going, Avery? Has she got it, Christina?
She's on mute.
Oh,
Okay.
There she goes.
Shouldn't have tested her with the. I said, put the lid back on. She's over here. Ha ha. You got it.
How many of you guys got the adaptive essential oil? Wow. Pretty much everybody. You guys, adaptive essential oil is the blend that is clinically proven to help with stress, anxiety, and feelings of overwhelm. The stop, drop, and roll method, the 4-square breathing, is huge. And those specific oils in that blend are clinically proven to individually help with stress and anxiousness. And then together, it's like this powerhouse blend. But as Tracy will tell you, it is photosensitive because it has wild orange in it.
Don't do that.
Just don't put it on and sit outside a long time. All right, so does everybody have their oil or their bracelet? Mm-hmm. Oh, you know we're going to take a group photo because this is cute. All right, so now what you're going to do, you're going to get out your little essential oil again. And you're going to tap, 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 maybe like 4 or 5, just so you know, one little drop out of here equals about 1 drop out of here, because this is a bigger hole to come out of, and that's a little hole. So I was just going to say
You meant 4 drops.
I was going to say a really adult joke, but I stopped myself. Anyway,
We're recording.
So
4 drops, Natalie, out of the little baby.
4 drops
Yeah.
equals about 1 drop of this. Okay. So you're going to put 1 drop in your hand, or 4 drops of the little guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to put your bracelet in the essential oil and really focus on the wood and the lava, and you just rub it together. Like you
Make
have
sure
your,
the glue is dry.
make sure the glue is dry. Yeah, it should be by now. It takes about a minute.
Stephanie.
You're like, it's together. I can't pull it off.
Stuck to my wrist, yeah.
So funny. So when you're feeling stressed out, guys, you're gonna stop. What are you gonna do? Amanda wants to say. What are you gonna do, Amanda? She's like,
I was just saying this tying the knot is stressing me out. I can't tie the knot.
Okay, let me show you again. Okay.
No, I tied it too loose, and now it's too loose, and now
You can. That's why you have
out.
another. That's why you have another one.
You should be able to tie over it.
If you tied it too loose,
to
it's
make
okay.
it not tight.
But it's too loose. Look at.
That's why you have another string. You have another string, right? Didn't I give you 2? Did I give you 2? Yes. Okay. It's going to be okay. Breathe in light, love, tight knots, and abundance. And hold it in. Then release, relax, let go. If the knot is that jacked up, we can meet in the IKEA parking lot. I will bring my string and I will tie it for you. Okay? We meet in the IKEA
deal
to do oil deals all the time. I'm not a drug dealer. I am God's drug dealer, and I am okay with it. I will meet in the IKEA parking lot if I have to. All right. So now that the oils are on your beads, whether your bracelet is tight or not, it's okay. You're going to rub your hands together, and you can just breathe it in. And now you're going to put your bracelet on your wrist, and everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. You're like, I know, right? And I'm happy, by the way. And now that essential oil bracelet is on your wrist, so now it's actually getting in your bloodstream through your wrist, and now you're cute. Okay, let's take a picture. I'm just going to do a screenshot, Steph, so you don't have to use your phone.
I'm going to say that I totally think my bracelet is too big, but I still love it.
It's really cute, Hope. I like yours a lot. I want to see you guys.
Can
I
everybody
did a little pattern.
Can everybody hold their bracelet up so I can take a picture? Like what? Okay, control art form. Ready? Set. Smile. Wait, I don't know if I did it right. Here we go. Smile. I did it. Okay, let me see your faces. 1, 2, 3. No, show me your, yeah. Nice. You guys, I hope that inspired you. I hope you guys had fun. Empower yourselves with the stuff that's going on with your emotions. And Steph and I were talking about this today. Things happen in our life that trigger us. You know how somebody says something and you're immediately pissed off? You're like mad, just mad. And I'm like, why am I triggered? I get triggered by police sirens going off. If I hear a police siren, I'm like, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? And I got spanked a lot as a child. I don't think I was physically abused, but I got spanked a lot as a child. And I think I'm so scared of doing anything wrong because I'm going to get in trouble. And so I've learned to kind of try to heal myself and go, I'm safe. It's okay. And even if I do get a ticket, I'm okay. So there's little things that can trigger us. And when you get triggered, just know that it's an invitation to heal something that's not been healed. It's not really what's mattering in our life that really matters. It's how we're choosing to react. And I'm just going to close with a quick analogy. So when the old Natalie, I'm not that old, but the younger Natalie, I guess. Before I worked on a lot of my emotional healing and a lot of my self-awareness, I would drop I was running out the door and I would drop my keys. And I'm like, damn it. Now I'm going to be late. I'm always late. And I just would pick them up and I would slam the door and I would just be pissed. And I'd get in my car and I'm like, ah. And obviously that causes dis-ease, right?
Yeah.
I swear to you, and you can even ask Stephanie, when I drop my keys now, I go, thank you, angels, for guiding me. Because maybe, just maybe, I'm supposed to be on the road 30 seconds later than I thought. And maybe, just maybe, they're keeping me safe. So now when I drop my keys, I'm like, it's okay. Thanks, angels. They got my back. So, right? So
and I'm behind her going, Natalie, just pick up the damn keys. We gotta go.
I'm like,
but my angels are telling me.
You guys, but either way, the keys are on the floor. Either way, the keys have been dropped. So we can choose to live in this pissed off reaction of fear and self-judgment and anger, or we can just go with the flow. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. So I just want to empower you guys to know you have a choice. No matter when the world opens up again, no matter when the schools open up again, no matter who wins president, as long as you find this peace and joy within you, you have complete power. And instead of looking outside for happiness, it's in you. And I love that, Tracy, I love that I forgot to talk about lapis lazuli. And I love that Tracy's like, hey, you forgot, because it was such a good way to end, is you have the power. Like, you begin to realize you already have all the answers you seek within. Something that Wizard of Oz, remember, she wanted to go home. She wanted to go home. She wanted to go home. And she thought she needed the slippers and all the things. And Glinda the Good Witch at the end says, my dear, you've had the power in you all along. Each and every, what would you say, Hope?
Yeah, that's what Glinda says. You've had the power in you all along to go home. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just didn't realize it.
Just realize it. And each and every one of you has the power within you. And I hope and pray that this has brought you some peace and just some ease. Now you know to stop, drop, and roll. It's all good. So thanks for joining us tonight. I know we've been a little long, but does anybody have any questions or anything else that we can help you guys with? I'll send you all the email with all the stuff. You guys are going to get everything.
This was great, Natalie, and I love my bracelet. Thank you for letting me know about the class.
Yeah, thanks for
appreciate
joining us. Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks for joining us. We are going to be doing these every month. So we have a Facebook community called Rev Up Life. Rev Up Life is where everybody can go to learn about the oils. But as soon as you decide to get a starter kit or even a wholesale account with doTERRA, which there's great deals right now, then you get upgraded to our VIP page, which is called Team Revolution. We have so much continuing education in there, and we're teaching classes all the time. So if you are thinking, gosh, I would love to get all my friends together and do this class like this, we can do something like this for you and your friends. And it can just be you and your people. And I give great little hostess gifts for that as well. We love sharing about the oils. It's crazy, and Stephanie can vouch for this. Since this pandemic has happened, because essential oils were in the healthcare industry, it's $1 trillion industry. And everyone's now all of a sudden turning to natural solutions. They're like, I think I need to take care of my emotional health. I think I need to take care of my physical health. People are actually looking for natural solutions now more than ever. So if you know of anybody looking for an option to work from home, our business grew by 65% last month in the middle of a pandemic. And so if you're looking for a work from home option, or if you know of somebody who's like, I wish I had a work from home option and I just want to help people, let us know, because we can help you, even if it's just a couple bucks on the side, or if you just want to make an impact in the world, which that's what I pray I'm doing. And my mom, she's in heaven, and she's been in heaven for 8 years. And she said, everything happens for a reason, for the best. Oh, Amanda got it. Everything happens for a reason. And through losing her, I've been able to be here with awesome people like you and hopefully inspiring you guys in some way. So if you feel a little calling, we'd love for you to join us. And Amanda, everything happens for a reason. So sometimes when we don't get the knot right the first time, we just need to learn more patience and grace. Thank you, angels. Did you get
Natalie, just pick up the keys.
Pick up that keys. Amanda, did you get it down good? Yeah. Pull it super tight, as tight as you can, and then cut it real short, and then put the glue on. You guys, thank you so much. I get a little long-winded, but I'm just slightly passionate. Thanks for sharing your time with us tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What was that?
It was nice. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank you, guys.
Tracy.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Gabby. I'll reach out to you, Gabby, after, and then see, where did Avery go? She gone?
It's dark there.
It's dark, yeah.
I know. I was like, okay, jammies. Go unglue your fingers, get your jammies on.
Lemon. You guys, thanks so much for joining. We appreciate you all. Hope, and I know Hope, you want to get started with a couple oils, so I can chat with you later if you're still interested. Yeah. Oh wait, you're muted. Let me unmute you. I can't. Here we go. Oops.
Nope. It's the mute tag.
Oh shoot. So what'd you say?
I said, yeah, I'll text you later about maybe a group class.
Oh, that's a good idea. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
And yeah, thanks, Hope. And Tracy, thanks for always adding such value to our pages and playing all the games. Tracy.
Yeah, sorry. We need a little duck, duck, goose, and maybe give me another week, but a little duck, duck, goose. Stephanie, what do you think?
Yeah. I think that, and then we gotta knock some of people out. Some of the games that we do on Rev Up Life, at the very minimum, find us on Rev Up Life, because that's where we have a lot of our games and a lot of giveaways and stuff. But
That's fun.
yeah, don't mess with Tracy though.
Tracy's like, I'm gonna win. Her and Kathy Ortiz. And there's another girl, Kat May. Man, we play those games and they're just glued to their phone all day. They're like, I'm gonna win the bottle of.
If you guys need,
And then Tracy's like, I don't need it. We can give it to the next girl.
It's all for the fun, right?
All that work for nothing. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. We've got lots more
Bye,
classes.
Stephanie. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, guys.